Yee y'all, yee, it's your boy Purple, back at it again. And today, I'm not going to be doing a review or gameplay. I'm going to be doing a discussion. Well, not really a discussion, a rant. I'm going to be ranting on a company. Okay, I'm not going to rant on a game. I'm going to be ranting on a company. This company is Take-Two, or 2K. I'm going to refer to them as 2K. I despise 2K. I hate what they do because 2K just practices a lot of scummy tactics and a lot of things that I really don't like to see a company do to itself, but more importantly to its fan base. And I'm gonna be going over some things, and trust me, if you play a game like COD and you think Activision's bad, trust me, it'll make Activision sound like they're saints, like literal saints. 2K loves removing features. They love having a good game, okay, and then the next year they'll take out a feature, and then they'll reintroduce it years later, and they will act like it is a selling point of a video game. Okay, bringing something back should never be a selling point. Let me explain to you a case of them just completely taking something out. The recording studio that they had back in NBA 2K, I think it was 13, that they had in NBA 15. Okay, they had a recording studio so that in the game you could record clips and edit them in the game. Like, you would buy 2K and it would allow you to do that. And I'm telling you, I used to use this all the time. It was my favorite feature of that video game. Okay? And I'm telling you, they removed it. It hasn't been in a game since. They completely just removed it, and I don't see them having any plans to bring it back. Now, let me tell you something that they took away and then brought back this year. Something that they took away and brought back was the ability to play a game in Pro-Am against your friends. Now, if you don't play 2K, right? Pro-Am is basically where you take your My Player or your created player and you get into a team of 5 people, and then you play a different team of 5 people. And this game mode it's kind of fun. Like, if you play it, it's really fun. I enjoy the heck out of it. But something that they had in 2K17 was the ability to, like, take your 5 people. So, like, let's say you had a group of 5 friends, okay? And your other friend had a group of 5 friends that you two wanted to play each other. You could do that. You could simply just send them an invite, and then they'd all just join as one team, and you could just play each other. You can't now. Well, you could it in 18. They took it out for 2K18. And then they added it back in 2K19 and made it seem like, oh, it's such a good thing because we're revamping Pro-Am. How is it revamping Pro-Am if you're just bringing back an old feature? And then when the game first released, it didn't even work. It didn't work for like the first 2 months after release. It just didn't work. Like, you couldn't join your friends if one of you was on the East Coast and one of you was on the West Coast. So you're telling me you took out a feature for a whole game, a whole year of a game, brought it back, and it didn't work for 2 months. And mind you, there is a community for this part of the game. There's like 4 main communities in 2K. There's My Park, My Team, My League, and Pro-Am. Okay? Those are like the 4 main part. And Pro-Am has a big fan base. They have a 2K League where it's literal people getting paid money, like real life money, to play their game against other teams. And NBA teams buy into this. They buy into this. And you're telling me that those players that want to play for a professional 2K team don't get to practice because one of your game modes doesn't work for 2 months? Okay, and to end off this freaking terribleness that we have to call Pro-Am, I'm gonna get into another thing that is literally the worst thing with 2K. And for this, I'm going to switch games. I'm going to move over to WWE, you know, and I might bring up NBA also, but WWE 2K19 is the worst. Like, I hate it. It's a fun game to play, but I hate it so much. Because to get the players, to get the fighters that you want, like the characters or the wrestlers, whatever you want to call them, to get them, you need like 5,000 VC to get like a good one. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin is 5,000. The Rock is 5,000. The Undertaker is 5,000. You know, all the good ones are 5,000. Everyone else, you're not really gonna care about. But what they don't tell you is how hard it is to get 5,000 VC. You could go online and you could play a whole game, a whole match against someone, like a one-on-one, you versus someone else, and you could win the game. Okay, you could do phenomenal and you could win the game, and you'll get maybe 100 VC for about a 10-minute game. Because I'm telling you, if you play online, like if you get WWE and you play online, you know that those people are not bad at the game. Okay, because you know if you play online, then you're playing against someone who also wants to play online. And the only easy way I've been able to find to get a lot of VC easily is through my career. And my career is like 8 to 5 fights, and you get like 1,700. 1,700 for 8 fights. It's like, why does it take me this long to get 1,000 when one of these players is 5,000? Like, I want to be playing with good people, and I shouldn't have to complete 4 whole chapters of my career to get that amount of VC. It's absurd. It's crazy. And then you complete 4 out of 18 chapters of my career to get 1 player, and then after you get 1 player, guess what? You're back at like 200 VC, and you need to play and beat another 4 chapters just to get 1 more player that you can use in the one-on-one and like the play now matches. And those chapters, I'm telling you, they're not quick, especially if you like play the story and you don't just like fight. You know, you actually listen to the story. Those freaking cutscenes are long. They are long, and it's just so crazy because I've honestly been tempted. Like, I'll play with friends and I'll be like, oh yeah, I really want some of these good players, so like when we're doing a Royal Rumble, it's not a bunch of bums that I've never heard of jump in the fight. It's people that I know. Like, I want more like John Cena's. I don't want freaking Ty Dollinger, whatever the heck anyone's name is. It's stupid. It's stupid. And I spent all this time to get 1 good player, and then sometimes I'll spend my time to get 1 player and then I won't even use them. And I guess you could say that's my fault, but still, it's like, why would I need to do all that to get 1 player? And I know exactly what it is. It's because they want to make you feel like you need to buy money to get all these players, get all these fighters. Like, especially if you're someone who plays a lot with friends, trust me, you're gonna want to have those fighters, because whenever your friends come over and they're like, oh, I want Eddie Guerrero, and you're like, oh, sorry, I don't have him. It's like playing Smash. Like, you want to play with someone who has unlocked all the characters, because you want to play as all the characters. You don't want to give anybody like if you're missing somebody's main, or if you're missing their favorite fighter, what are you supposed to do? You can't just tell them to like not play you, because then it looks like you're not gonna play them just because they don't have their main. And then it's like, wow, like now they just won't play because they don't have their favorite or their best character. That's exactly what's going on in WWE. They try to make you feel like you're not going to be able to get any of these players, so that means that you have to pay for them. And so to close this out, I'm just gonna say, if you get a 2K game, if you get any game that has the giant 2K Take-Two logo on it, even freaking Red Dead, you can expect there's gonna be a lot of microtransactions. And if it's a yearly release, a sports game like 2K or WWE, you best expect a lot of bullshit if you are a close fan of the series. That's all I gotta say. It's been your boy Purple, and that was my 2K rant. Peace.